So when I was designing this animation right here, there were 3 specific points where I had to look something up and figure out how to problem solve those spots. I needed to get the displacement geometry node to work right. I needed the arrows to point outward, and I needed my compositing effects to actually render and not just work in a still frame, but actually work in the animation. Those were things that when I was a beginner, I had no idea what to do and would have prevented me from making this animation that I really love. So I'm gonna show you guys how to fix those problems. Now, first, I want to let you guys know that RealTime Materials is 35% off right now. We just hit 2 years and it's just been so awesome. The add-on has really just allowed me to take YouTube full time, and you guys supporting me with not only RealTime Materials, but Patreon and the courses and watching the videos has just been huge. I can't thank you guys enough. I'm working on a really cool video for the end of the year. Use the code 2years at blendermarket.com. You can hit the link in the description to get that 35% off. Now, let's get into the tutorial. All right, so problem number 1, it's getting the displacement and geometry nodes to work properly on a sphere. It sounds a lot more simple than it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete the input, and we're gonna get an icosphere and bring your subdivisions to 2. Now, if you've ever displaced like a flat plane in geometry nodes, you know you need a set position node. So this is your typical displacement setup in geometry nodes, but what makes this special is we're using a sphere, but notice it's not very controlled. If I try to bring it up like this, it's gonna go everywhere. I want it to stay in one spot and displace outward. And the trick is using the normal node. So first we need a vector math node set to multiply and the normal node. We plug normal into vector. Now it is actually going to displace inward and outward in that specific spot, which is exactly what we're looking for. You then can just go ahead and get another multiply node to go ahead and kind of exaggerate it in that way. And now you have that first problem figured out. I then went and appended my arrow model so we can go ahead and instance it. So if you have any experience in geometry nodes, you'll know you need this instance on points. Drag in your object and plug that into the instance. All right, so now we have our next problem, which is getting the arrows to point outward. Again, more complicated than it might seem. So you see how they're all just rotating the same way. How do we get them to do that? And there's not just like an easy node that goes, just points it out like that. We need this special little align Euler to vector, get that normal node into the vector and plug that into rotation. And now you can see they're all pointing out. If I take off the displacement, you can see they're all pointing outward. But what's really cool is you can play with your Y and my favorite, the Z, and you're really now getting a visual representation of normals on an object. It's actually very cool. While I'm working on the next scene, we're going to come across the next problem, the final one, which is having problems with animation and your compositor and getting them to composite together. I'm going to go ahead and hit the render button on this, and then I'm going to head to the compositor to show you the issue. So it's all rendered out, and if you're just working on still animations, this actually isn't an issue. You can go to the compositor, click Use Nodes, and then we're going to get in the Viewer node to actually view our composite edits. Plug that there, and then, of course, I'm going to get the Glare node. Plug the Glare node there, and now you can see it working, and we're going to bring it over to Fog Glow to get a nice smooth glow. But if you'll notice over here in the rendering tab, it's not going to show up, and I can actually re-render it just to make sure. Maybe it's just not showing up because it's on the older render. So I re-rendered it, still no compositing effects, which means when I render this out to be animated, there's going to be no glow on my animation, unlike what we can see here in the compositor. How do we get this to go on all of, say, of our PNG sequences? Well, the way to fix that is I'm just going to go ahead and plug this back into the image, and then what I'll do is I'll hold down Shift and right click, and then put everything into here, because the problem is the compositing effects need to go into the composite node and the viewer node. The viewer node so you can see it, the composite so it goes into the final animation, and then kind of consolidating them in this way means you don't have to worry about it. Just put all of your effects here, it'll go to the animation, and you'll be all done. So there you go. Those are the 3 mistakes that if you're just getting started with Blender, they might prevent you from making some cool stuff, but that's how you fix them. I'm probably going to make this a series. Really loved it. Hope you learned some stuff. Again, check out that 35% off discount. Use code 2years on Blender Market if you want to get RealTime Materials 35% off. With that being said, I will see you in the next tutorial.